the Jane Unchained News Network, and I am your guest host, Stephanie Dreyer with BatchCookingClub.com. We are making sheet pan nachos today, you guys. And if you have not discovered the fun of sheet pan cooking, we're gonna do that today with some nachos. And we are up-leveling the nachos with a few batch cooked ingredients. So I am the founder of Batch Cooking Club, BatchCookingClub.com, so I always am looking for ways to simplify my meal prep by batching a few things ahead of time. So I'm gonna up-level your nachos today and show you how to take just regular sheet pan nachos, which are amazing, by adding some batch cook ingredients just like these Chipotle black beans. So these nachos we're calling them Chipotle black bean sheet pan nachos, and we're going to use this batch cooked Chipotle black beans, which I'm going to tell you how I put together, and also another batch cooked like little sauce, a Chipotle lime crema. So by making those two things ahead of time, this sheet pan meal comes together even quicker. So just to show you what I got going in here, these had to cook for like 45 minutes. This is 2 cans of black beans that have been drained, not rinsed, and then I've added Chipotle Salsa, my favorite Chipotle Salsa, which is from Trader Joe's. You can use any salsa you want, and if Chipotle isn't your thing and you want to use some other type of salsa, there's so many great jarred salsas, you could do that as well. And I added some cumin, some garlic powder, and some salt. I brought it to a boil and I just let it simmer covered for 40 minutes just so that the liquid got absorbed and you can see this yummy bean mixture is ready to go on top of our nachos. So that's step 1. Step 2 is all the amazing veggies that we have here. We have got some Roma tomatoes, some red onion, radishes, sweet baby bell peppers, and some avocados. So I'm gonna chop that up with you right now. So I'm gonna come over here. I'm using just restaurant style white corn tortilla chips from Trader Joe's. You can use whichever kind of tortilla chips you want. Make this recipe your own. That's the great thing about sheet pan meals. You can kind of throw together whatever you've got in your pantry or your fridge. We also have some green onions that I'm going to slice up and some cilantro for garnishing the top of the nachos. So before we can get anything layered, we are going to slice up our veggies. So I've already cut the red onion into really thin rings or half rings. We're going to slice up the radishes, and these are rainbow radishes that I got from Trader Joe's. And again, so I'm talking about how to utilize batch cooked ingredients. So this is the way that I make lunch and dinner. I batch cook, and that's the beauty of BatchCookingClub.com is that we give you 8 recipes every week. 5 of them are batch recipes like these Chipotle black beans and the Chipotle lime crema. And then the other 3 recipes are meal recipes that you can use to put together those batch recipes into a meal. These sheet pan nachos. So these are actually 3 recipes that we're featuring this week at BatchCookingClub.com for all of our members. You can head over to the website and see what other recipes we have going on. But these are an example of 3 that you would get in your plan. And like I said, the Chipotle black beans and the Chipotle lime crema are the batch recipes. And then later in the week, when you need a little help, you pull out your sheet pan nacho meal recipe and use those ingredients that you batch cooked on the weekend to throw together dinner or lunch in just about 10 minutes. These nachos only take 5 minutes to cook. So you can check more out about Batch Cooking Club at BatchCookingClub.com, and we're also on Facebook and Instagram, so you can check us out at Batch Cooking Club there. So I am just slicing up all these veggies. Now, important to note, with nachos, you can do any kind of veggie, obviously, right? I went with a rainbow of colors. I think these are really fun. I'm a mom. I have 3 kids. So I thought this was a great way to get in some vegetables that they might not normally, have in their regular everyday repertoire. So radishes, bell peppers, Those are some different things that I don't always throw at my kids. So this is a great way to experiment with vegetables that maybe might be new or scary to your family. And again, the beauty of nachos is you can customize them to whatever you enjoy, right? Mix up the vegetables. I know right now in quarantine, the supply at stores is unpredictable. So I'm using these bell peppers, but if you can't find baby bell peppers, use regular sized bell peppers. And maybe you want to do jalapenos instead of bell peppers. You can do any of that. You can, make it your own. So we're just gonna keep slicing here. I don't know if we have any questions. I've got Gabby helping me on the camera here. Gabby, is anyone popping in with any questions yet?
Nope.
Sometimes we get some questions. Okay, I'm chopping away here. And I'm gonna talk you through the lime crema in a second. What we're gonna do is we're gonna layer everything. The secret, my friends, to good nachos is the layering. It's all in the layering. You want those layers. Basically, every time you bite into a chip, you're eating a good, whoever made the nachos is professional. If when you bite into every bite that you take of your nacho, there's something delicious hanging off of it, right? That's the key to them, is the layering. You've got to layer in everything, or you won't have a bite of anything and just taking a regular chip. Now these nachos are not going to have any dairy in them. Obviously, they're plant-based. And instead of doing a cheese sauce on top, I am doing this lime crema that I told you about. And we're adding more chipotle in there. Again, I'm just chopping everything kind of bite-size. I like the tomatoes. So another idea, I like the tomatoes kind of chunky. That you could also do with these nachos is make a Pico De Gallo instead of just the tomato. So you would chop onion and cilantro and some lime juice and salt, and you could stir that together and then sprinkle that on top instead of the red onion. Well, actually, I guess you could, if you like a lot of onion, you could do red onion too. I'd probably skip it if I was doing Pico De Gallo because it's got so much onion in it. You could also do a tropical version of these with like mango. That would be so yummy, or pineapple. I know people could get creative with their salsas. So, okay, this is ready. Oh, wait, we need our avocado. What would we do without avocado? This is my favorite part of nachos. So we're getting our creaminess. Instead of using cheese, we're getting our creaminess from the lime crema, which we're gonna make that while these are baking. And again, these only take 5 minutes to bake at 400 degrees. I was gonna say that I'm using the white corn tortilla chips, but I also really love these. There are some quinoa ones from Trader Joe's, quinoa and black bean, and that would be a powerhouse for a for a nacho. And you can also use just regular corn dipper chips. My kids love those corn dippers from Trader Joe's. I promise this isn't sponsored by Trader Joe's. I just love to shop there, and they have great products. So I'm just cutting the rest of these avocados together for you. All right, so while I'm getting this together, any other questions? Chopping up. So these veggies, this is the most time, as you can tell, you guys. This is your 10 minutes right here, and you're done with lunch if you batch cook your beans and your crema ahead of time. But as you can see, this crema is going to come together. This crema is going to come together so quickly that you don't need to batch cook it, but it's one less thing you have to do. And like I said, I love batch cooking, so that's my favorite way to simplify. Usually when I'm making lunch, I don't have a ton of time like I do right now to sit and chat with you. I want to get in and out of the kitchen and on to the next item on my to-do list. So that's why I love to batch cook. I love having things ready to go. And that's, again, the philosophy behind batchcookingclub.com is we give you a plan. We've already put together and thought about which recipes you can batch cook that will help you eat later. So the whole idea is batch now, eat later. So here we go with our nachos. Again, it's all in the layering. So what I'm gonna do is I'm basically gonna do 2 layers. I'm gonna put 1 layer tortilla chips down first. And you can use a full sheet pan. I'm using a little smaller one just because I'm making a little bit, I'm not making a full, I can't eat all of it. I guess I probably could eat a whole sheet pan of nachos myself, but that wouldn't be very healthy. I'm gonna share this with my family, I think. Okay, so I'm just dividing these chipotle beans that I batch cooked ahead of time. And you can store, these will stay in the refrigerator for several days. So you could make this on a Sunday, serve it on a Thursday. Okay, then we're gonna take half of all of our ingredients, of our vegetables, excuse me, and we're gonna put that on top. And it's so pretty, it looks like a rainbow. Then we're gonna take half of our bell peppers and make them look pretty. It's all about how it looks, right everybody? It has to look good. Okay, and then we're gonna do some of, our radishes. I forgot about the radishes. Let's put some radishes on there. Some watermelon radish would be gorgeous on this. Actually, that would be really pretty with the mango that I was talking about earlier. I could come up with 25 different ways to make nachos, you guys, right? Like, there's no shortage of ideas. Okay, then we've got the avocado. Lots of avocado. Okay, do you see how it's all about the layers, you guys? So then I'm just gonna do that. So that's layer number one. Now we're gonna put on layer number two. And this is how we make sure there is a bite on every chip, because we're gonna spread it all out. Okay. Maybe I should have used a bigger sheet pan. I think we could have used it with these, huh, Gabby? I should have gone with the big pan. So I just like to spread it all on top and then kind of use my rubber spatula to mix it all around. And again, just filling in the gaps. So make sure there is something on every chip. Nothing like biting into a chip and you get nothing on it. Okay, so then you're just gonna put the rest of your veggies on. Scatter those about. This is such a fun meal to make and serve. I have been known to serve nachos for my family for dinner many times. It's a great meal. You put in the middle for everybody. It causes a lot of interactive stuff going on. You can serve it with a big like salad bar, DIY salad bar. So you've got nachos and then you balance it with something healthy with the salad. Oh my goodness, now I'm really thinking I should have used the big sheet pan. This is like a mountain of nachos. I was thinking it would be easier to show you all on the little sheet pan, but clearly we had enough to go on the big sheet pan. Okay, so my oven is at 400 degrees and we are going to bake these for just 5 minutes. And then I'm gonna show you while that's baking. We are never just sitting doing nothing in the kitchen. If you know me, you know I like to multitask and keep it active and going in the kitchen at all times because I'm a busy mama of 3 and there's always something to be doing. So while these are cooking, we're gonna be working on the rest of the recipes. So these are going in the oven for 5 minutes. All right. Okay, so we've got let's clear all of this out of the way and show you the crema. So the crema is really simple. It's just a couple ingredients. Oh, let's move our avocados here. Move all that out of the way. The crema is just 3 simple ingredients. It is adobos. So you can get these chipotles in adobo sauce. And the adobo is a chipotle is very smoky as well, and the adobo sauce just brings out more of that flavor. So these are Chipotle black bean sheet pan nachos. So we're really taking the cues from the Chipotle with the Chipotle Salsa and the black beans that we batch cooked ahead of time. And then now with this crema that again, you can also batch cook ahead of time, but I'm showing you live so that you can see it in real time. So I'm gonna put 1 adobo in here, or 1 Chipotle. I hope I'm not gonna kill my taste buds. I'm not good with spice, and then I've got 1 tablespoon of adobo sauce. You can use whatever is better for you, like whatever spice works for you. This is a vegan sour cream. I'm using Kite Hill sour cream today. I also love Tofudi's as well, and Follow Your Heart has a great one too. And then I have my limes. I'm gonna just grab my little lime press here. That's it, you guys, 3 ingredients, and we're gonna blend these together or food process them as I have right here. You don't really need salt, so you could taste it and add salt if you wanted to, but I find that it doesn't need any salt at all. All right, so we're gonna get all that in there. We're gonna do our little food processor dance. All right, here we go. Gonna do the dance. Woo, doing the dance. Ooh, it's looking good. Okay, let's see. If you guys have any questions, I will, if I don't get to them during the live, I will go back, I promise, and look through and see if you have any specifics about the recipes or Batch Cooking Club. If you have any questions about how it works, I am happy to answer those. I'm gonna just do a little bit more zhuzh. All right, I'm gonna give it a little taster here. Oh yeah. Ooh, and it's not too spicy for me. I'm kind of surprised because I normally would do a half a Chipotle. Okay, got a couple more minutes while those are in there. I am going to just chop up my garnishes. So we're gonna top this with some scallions, green onions, and some fresh cilantro because life is just better with avocado and cilantro in my opinion. I don't know, what do you guys think? I know everyone's not a cilantro fan, so if that is you, you can use parsley or just omit the cilantro. Completely up to you. So again, this lime crema is one of the featured, actually it's a bonus recipe this week. Every week we kind of over deliver on our Batch Cooking Club plans. We commit to 8 recipes every week, like I mentioned, 5 batch cooked recipes and then 3 meal recipes where you use those batch cooked ingredients to make full meals the next week. And then you can plug those meals into your week wherever you need the help the most. But I say 8, but the truth is we always deliver an extra recipe every week. There's always some kind of bonus in there because I'm an overachiever and I love to over deliver. So you're always gonna get something a little extra every week. We say 8, but you always get 9 recipes. All right, so really this was just to heat everything up. Obviously the beans were already cooked, so you don't need to go too long in there. And we are going to drizzle our crema on top here. This is where the magic happens, everybody. This is where the magic happens, right here. Ooh, they're nice and smoky. And we are just, so again, this is, instead of, who needs cheese when you've got this creamy, non-dairy Chipotle sauce? And we are using it all, you guys. We're going deep with all this Chipotle sauce. I love this recipe. I don't miss the cheese at all. And I know there are a million cheese, non-dairy cheese sauce recipes we could use, but I really like this idea of the crema on there because it's a little something different, a little something special, a little spice, a little extra there. All right, got that going. Oh, what do you think, Gabby? You want to go have a bite? I might share with you. I might share some of this with you since I made so much. All right, now for the piece de resistance, we need to garnish. So we're going to do our green onion. And we're gonna do our cilantro. And there you have it. Should I go in for a bite, you guys? I think it's time for a taste test. Let's try a bite. Okay, so I told you, this is the hard part, is eating this on camera because I'm gonna probably make a mess of myself. But I told you the key was to be able, or the secret, was to be able to pull out a chip and have a ton on each bite. I think I did pretty well, you guys. Look at this. I got a big chunk on there. Okay, I'm going in for a bite. It's not gonna be pretty, but I'm going in. Okay. The layers. It's all about the layers. You've got the chipotle beans, okay? Those have been simmering with the chipotle salsa, so you have all the flavor of that. And then you have all the flavors of all the different vegetables layered in there, and then this chipotle crema. And just bringing it all together. So delicious. It was so fun cooking with everybody today. I hope you love this recipe. I hope you'll try it out. I hope you'll come visit me over at batchcookingclub.com or at Batch Cooking Club on Facebook and Instagram. We can connect. If you have any questions, would love to tell you more about my favorite batch cooking recipes, and I hope you enjoy these nachos.